Hello guys, and welcome back to yet another video. Welcome to day 8 of the self-control series. Hello. Today we are going to be reflecting yet upon another Proverbs, and that's going to be Proverbs 25 verse 28, when it says, "A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls." That, though, seems very simple and kind of indirect for some, which is very profound, I would say. So how do we understand this? Well, first of all, again, this comes from Proverbs. And here Solomon is warning us of the dangers of not having self-control. Self-control can be seen a lot throughout the Proverbs, sometimes indirectly, and another times directly. And here we are being warned of the dangers of those who don't have self-control, the dangers of being vulnerable and weak because you don't have that. Now, what does it specifically say about self-control? Well, it first says that those who don't have self-control are like a city broken into, which paints the picture that if you don't have self-control, you're easily broken into, which can mean that you can easily be tempted by the enemy, and the lies of the enemy can easily reach you. The lies of the world can easily reach you, and that is the reality if you don't have self-control, and it's very dangerous. And then it says without walls, because of course, when you are breaking something constantly, the walls of it will break within time. If a lot of earthquakes happen to a house, at some point the walls will come down because of all the constant vibration that are being applied to the house. Same goes here. When you're being constantly attacked by the enemy because you don't have that self-control, when you're constantly being fed lies, your spiritual walls will crumble down. And your spiritual and emotional state will fall down. And when that happens, there will be a rift in the relationship with God, because when one keeps getting fed the lies of the enemy and temptation and they don't fight it, it will separate you from God. Because you can come to God. God will forgive you. God will love you. God will help you. God will provide you. God will comfort you. But you have to put your part. Self-control is very much like an action. Self-control is one of the actions that are required to take when demonstrating your faith. Self-control is also an action of love for God and for those around you. Because self-control is important. If you're in day 8 and you've been watching all this time and you're still asking why is it so important, it is important. It can rift your relationship with God away, as I just said, and it can rift your relationship with your spouse, with your family, with your friends away. And I don't think I have to explain why, because lust can easily break a marriage. Anger can easily break a marriage, a friendship, a family. So many things that require self-control can easily break our human relationships, and most importantly, separate us from God. Because God will never go away, but we instead go away from God because of sin. Because that is the nature of sin. Sin, the enemy, wants to separate us from God. And that is why we must have that self-control. And those who don't have it, as the verse says, are like a city broken into and left without walls. It is very dangerous to not have self-control. How do we apply this? Well, apply self-control. And this is what this whole series has been about. And it depends for everybody. For some people it'll be more specific, for some it won't. But it has the same foundation that you must keep in mind. That is to come to God. Because God will guide you, God will help you. Of course, you have to put your part. Take action. Reflect on your recent emotions, thoughts, and actions regarding lies and temptations, specifically temptations, because those temptations, when you reflect on them, will help you realize the lies that you've been fed and your emotions and all of that. And once you reflect on that and God helps you and you spend time with God, take action. Even if it's a slight one. But one step at a time is what will lead you to climb that ladder of self-control and acquire it. Sometimes it may seem futile, but one step at a time is all it takes, and start now. If you need to, after this video, go pray, do whatever you need to, but start now. Don't postpone until tomorrow. Show love to yourself, because those who don't have self-control in reality also have trouble loving themselves, because you're hurting yourself when you don't have self-control, and that's the reality. Self-control is so important for our relationship with God, for our relationship with our own self, and with others. So I hope you understood that. Remember to cling to God, put your part. It's very important. And it's very broad. So take this first to heart, memorize it, and reflect upon what it is that you should do. See you on the next one. God bless you all.